All right, test one, test two. Hopefully, we have sound back. Okay, I think we are good. Welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy the song. I will be back straight after for this evening session. Enjoy this one.
In ancient words, we find our place. From Gita to Quran, a divine embrace. Across the pages, wisdom flows in every heart. The same light glows. One light, one heart, we rise as one. In the dance of creation, we're never done. With faith intertwined, we journey afar. Together we shine like a guiding star. From Torah's teachings to the Bible's grace, a tapestry of love woven through space. Every question leads us near to the force within that conquers fear. One light, one heart, we rise as one. In the dance of creation, we're never done. With faith intertwined, we journey afar. Together we shine like a guiding star. From Torah's teachings to the force within that conquers fear. One light, one heart, we rise as one. In ancient words, we find our place.
All right.
From Gita
I
to
think we're ready with the song.
Quran,
I hope
a
you can hear me
divine
loaded.
embrace.
I
Across
hope
the
you like the song.
pages, wisdom flows.
Deserve to play this one.
Every
It's
heart,
not long.
the same
I'm
light
just setting things up just to catch up with me in a
glows.
sec. A little bit slow.
One light, one heart, we rise as one. In the dance of creation, we're never done. With faith intertwined, we journey afar. Together we shine like a guiding star. From Torah's teachings to the Bible's grace, a tapestry of love woven through space. Every question leads us near to the force within that conquers fear. One light, one heart, we rise as one. In the dance of creation, we're never done. With faith intertwined, we journey afar. Together we shine like a guiding star.
Yes, yes. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Evan. As usual, on behalf of No Limit Emails team, welcome. I thank you so much for watching this live or a replay. Thank you so much. I do apologize for being a little bit on delay and having some technical issues, but heck, we are here, guys. I'm so excited actually because I just have to be in the internet. A couple of hours ago, I did not have internet, guys, so I was a little bit kind of on the edge as I set the stream up about 6 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, my internet went. Anyhow, I'm so happy that we are back live. And this evening we lined up this couple of continuation subject matter of what we did last couple of videos, and we will continue with this one. At least one part of it guaranteed, but the other part is a little bit longer. We will kind of take whole stream on it, and just be patient for that for tomorrow. And of course, we can do this workflows also in the Hangout room. Hopefully, at the room, a link is there somewhere. But if it was not and is in the yesterday's video's description, you can always get it from that one. And welcome to join us over there. Once more, thank you. Uh, I kind of got some really surprise news for you as well. I will kind of tell you a little bit of them, but we will kind of have a little bit more discussion about on them on the Hangout and as well as the other private kind of challenge rooms. And through the evening, of course, we always gonna be hanging out together. And that being said, guys, that a few of you decided to join No Limit Emails. I personally appreciate you and thank you. And also, I really take a great honor to really you put in your trust in me and my team to deliver what we promise in our page and why you joined us. Please provide us a domain, and you must have a good clean age domain. Your domain must be at least 3 months old or older, as better. .com works better, but .net can also work. But just be careful really what kind of domain you're using. Do not use your main uh, business domain. Just use a generic domain or totally unrelated domain, and for you to utilize the system with better open flexibility for yourself, because you can use it literally like your broadcast station. And one email could be X, next email could be Y, third email could be Z, and you get an idea. Literally is your broadcasting station, and doesn't matter what name it carries. But if you really want to brand something unique and something quirky, that's fine. And also, if you want to have a close sister related site to your main domain, that's also kind of okay. But do that when you have a really good kind of list. Like, if you are going to use the system just for your own list that you already collected, that's fine. You can use your main domain for that, because literally you know what you're doing, and by now you have some emails, you know how important your reputation is. So when you get a system, we know you're not going to abuse it. So you know how to basically deal with your warm list. But if you're going to use it to just broadcast to the world, as like I'm showing you, then I highly advise you just use generic domain. Uh, Really clean, good age domain. You can't go wrong, because we done so many tests, so many challenges, and we only tell you what really works to not waste your time. And of course, you get the guide, and that guide is also show you what you need to do in order for you to get activated. Obviously, the easiest way to do this is, guys, just uh, put the domain that you want to use beforehand into the Cloudflare, verify your Cloudflare email, and go in and get the package you want from us, and just let me know in one of the live chat, including every night. You can find me on this channel that we've been broadcasting quite a long while. But guys, eventually I'm going to shift from the ZTM. We will going to build a little bit more content on No Limit Emails main channel, and obviously I will do that on after January. That's one announcement I want to make to you, because ZTM is special, and we already have a good amount of content about the ZTM. And of course, we will continue email masters live, monthly members live, all that good stuff on the main channel, No Limit email main channel. So we can build a continuation, a little bit more kind of content library over there, as currently I really don't post that much in there, because we're doing this ones in here. And of course, we are also live in the rooms, and we record also the things, just to kind of let you know what we plan to do for next beginning of the brand new year 2025. And hopefully we will continue 365 days non-stop on main channel, that every day we can do a live stream, and also in between, hopefully I will do a little bit more content, type of, short videos I can make for you guys, like couple of minutes, and upload like something if I did, see how you guys like it. And basically also I'm looking forward to see some more basically testimonials videos from you guys, some more feedback, and of course some more requests what you want, and of course tell us basically what you need to happen in the system wise, what you need, what area do you need help with, and based on really areas that you lack in expertise, so to speak, to use the system, we can quickly jump in and help you. Of course, also have this group work together, and of course, if you're in a ZTM challenge, that's then just another kind of really uh, amazing group that has so much content already, as you can see on this channel. So all the ZTM content will continue as ZTM, and we'll shift a little bit of it basically on the main channel. But because we are still have on active ZTM challenge right now, for basically next ones, obviously this is brand new group of people, guys. They will have a separate group, their own, and we will call that ZTM. I don't know. We will come up with some creative name for the next group. Obviously, then what we will do, with of course agreement of both groups, then the both group can either have a create a kind of like event competition between them, exchanges between them, list exchanges, ideas, and everything else like that. And hopefully that will be a little bit more productive as well, and entertaining, so we can generally co-work with basically good intention, of course seriousness, well as kind of on a light-hearted sense of things. If you don't know something, you're asking someone to learn something. We should not really feel kind of down. It is great to have amazing amount of people as a group, and they all have this great experience we all share, and it's absolutely that's the one of the main reason I'm doing many in the oldest lives. I just could do one video every month, that be it. But because I love just have this connection with all of you, and I want to create a literally network of doers, guys. We take action. When we send, and that's it. So we will see what you guys can have an input on, and obviously if you guys want, we can do some surveys. You guys can come up with some creative names, of course. And of course we want not be a separation from main network, guys. That's not the whole idea. As you know, what we do in ZTM, we also openly share that information on main chats, be it on YouTube, be it on obviously Facebook or on Telegram. So literally, even if we do in ZTM, still rest of the no limit email users get kind of decent amount, maybe not all of it, guys, but decent amount of really what we share and we want you to all benefit from also gets shared in that. Of course, we have not forgotten main no limit emails Facebook group, guys. Currently I'm not there. Hopefully we'll recover my Facebook soon. We'll see, guys, but do not worry, we will still have literally our own place that we can be connected every night anyhow. And that being said, I really thank you for your patience, guys. Just when you join, just give us basically a little bit of time, because literally what we do, there's nothing exists when you get in. It just takes um, quite a bit of technical work, configuration, server setup. This kind of things takes quite a bit of time, and of course, well as kind of when set it up and everything's ready, running vigorous tests takes also physical time. It's just literally like you see on an active system. Let's say every bits of data we process in 100 bits at time. So imagine that's literally a few hundred gigs of data that you gotta scan every time you setting up a server in order to configure and so on and so forth. And of course, day by day changes, even second by second changes that kind of data. So the systems have to be really accurate on time within the exact time of the uh, basically working of the internet time, right? And that's we cannot skip literally time or skip the really like how fast you could do the scans. Generically, it's not really it's not something we want to kind of lack of. We want to really have a good analytic of stuff in order to help the delivery, help the security, help the safety, obviously help you to send you messages, and all important part have to be in place obviously before you get it, guys. Just be patient, and of course, we also do kind of reimburse you back if you do decide to kind of leave us for one reason or the other. You still have extra 1 month usage of the system. That is to compensate basically maybe you missed 1 day of you getting in, or 2 day, or maybe more. So just upfront with you guys, because there's not really software that you gotta use. It's whole setup. It's get hosted by us and everything else. You just get a login page and you do your thing. As kind of I'm showing you demonstration what capabilities really the email inside has, as many of these videos. And tonight we will dive in on how to basically use no limit emails to capture or make different forms for whatever you want. And obviously tomorrow then we can put all this together and create a simple campaign. And of course I did so many of those kind of campaign videos, and you can always go back either on this channel few videos, or main channel few videos, or if you're already on Facebook on a obviously in the members kind of area, you should have some access some of the videos. I don't know if they all still there or not, but you can also check some of them a little bit on actually Facebook page of No Limit Emails if you want a little bit kind of go back on history, see what's happened. But really, since then, a lot of things change, a lot of things kind of keep improving, and we are just pleased that so far we kind of have a good stability, very, very decent uptime, and it's very, very exciting send numbers system wise, and pretty amazing what's happening network wise. So network wise, all on green, guys, and everyone can do their job and do their things. Go ahead and get stick in. So this evening for episode 3, I think this one follow on, guys, and let's just get rid of this. Hopefully my lag has got better, and we will do this one a little bit quick, and then we can hang on in the hangout room quickly. Let me just log into the system quick, and hopefully will log me in, which is normally 100% of the time. There's not been many days that we cannot log in. So uh, first part of this is capture page, but before I kind of show you what we're going to do with capture page and form, there is a very excuse me, very important very important part of the system is also under this kind of gear icon, which is normally you would use, and what we called in here is custom fields. So for the forms, genuinely lots of it already there that you can utilize. Literally everything you can. You see I added my book and stuff, but you can go in here, anything that you want, if doesn't exist in here, that you can simply add. All you have to do is add new, and create a new field. That be it, let's say, uh, you want a gender, you want a age, you want a location, you want a whatever it is you want. You can create field in that, and when you create form, uh, if it's like in the form you don't see, this is where you can create them, right? And that's what I want to show you. And that step is kind of in your system setting. And when you get in, you really don't mess around here, guys. Just like you can see, I'm not doing anything in that side, and all we have to do is go back onto the components, and then you see in the components you have obviously like all this four, and they all work conjunction with each other. And when you put together, you can put basically form, capture page, ebook delivery, or asset delivery, could be lessons. And of course you can create both of them with dynamic contents, your form as well as your pages, if you want to use dynamic form. Creation dynamic content generally is very similar. You just select it and you can create dynamic content, and you select that use for whatever you try to use. And the forms, let's go ahead first. Obviously I want to also just make sure that we have a page one open so we can embed it easily to show you. So let's go to the forms, and as usual, if you do not have any segments, just create empty one, so your form can work. And also, if you do not have an email, just create an empty one, like I mentioned before. So just have these two elements pre-hand you made, and then come back onto the form basically. So when you're on the form, as you can see, I made one in here for myself. You just go new, and obviously we want this form is going to be a campaign form because we will capture emails, and we want kind of set up automation for this. And normally the form you have is currently just basically we have a submit button, nothing else there. And let's have a look where you start. As you can see where it says name and asterisk, this is just compulsory for system wise, so just take a note of that. Where you see asterisks, normally important field you gotta fill in. So the name of our form, and let's say this one's going to be hangout, or I'm just gonna call it hangout. uh, and then obviously at the state, just put in a name in there. If you just hit the save, that will apply. Now you have to save that name, and then you have the field area, you have action area, and the field area is currently just submit. Let's make couple, and let's make email field. Label it as email. Validation required this time. You just select it and just add, and that bring you that red asterisk. So we have email and we have submit, but obviously for personalization, we just don't want to collect email, and we will add name. And adding name function is a little bit different. So just to show you, when you add, try to find a name in here. You don't kind of get it, but really do not worry. It is in text. You select the text, and in text, and here then you can label it first name, last name, whatever you want. So you can select the first name, and then on the contact field, now you can have that drop down menu. You can just scroll it and find the first name, and just hit the add. Obviously if you want the validation, that is up to you. And then of course you can set up a behavior trigger. You can set up attributes like the positions and stuff in the company, wherever. All that kind of also available. Type filters you can set up for stages, campaign triggers, interaction based on interaction, email triggers. All that you can get through basically a lot of filters that you can set up in here according to your need. So now we have basically, if you look our details, we just have this name, and then we have this side of it, we have remain at the form, which is if they sign up nothing happens. We can just click on it. It will have this drop down, and you can have a redirect URL. So if you're capturing email and you want to redirect them somewhere else, this is pretty good for affiliate stuff that normally redirecting. And or you can display message. So idea will be to redirect URL, and that URL will be asset that you can deliver to them. Let's say opted in get our checklist, or opted in get our ebook, or all that kind of stuff. Like opted in to get you free stuff is with the redirect. Just select that, and I'm just going to redirect it to sales page for now. But this could be the asset file that you can create, and of course you can do that. Let me just kind of look. Let me just open one of this, and we go back on a form. So we're going to just get this one here, this URL, and we add that to. So whoever goes there will kind of download this. Whoever filled the form, your fields are in place. If you didn't save it, will not, because we changed a lot. So let me do it again so you guys can kind of see again. So when you get it, just remember it's here. But before we also go ahead, I also want to show you some other things that you gotta be aware of, and before we create other stuff. So at the bottom in here, you can select the themes, and the themes are also under this gear icon. You say themes, you can download them and modify them, because they are all open source, and you can do a lot of good stuff with them and modify for your needs. So currently I just have something like that. Let me just get skyline. I don't know what's it look like, but anyway, you can customize. You can select any of them, customize any, colors and all that kind of jazz. But anyhow, let's add a once more email, and email validation required. We add. Obviously, you can add validation message there as well. Thank you for validating and whatnot. So the next part, we're going to add that name. You can ask for phone number. You can ask actually any bits of information you like to get is better. So, but in this case, you can say just first name, and we're just going to hit save, close. So basically, we have this form now with capture, email root long praise. Let's just move that around. And then of course every time you create this field in here, and here you can also you have this edit area. You can always get in, kind of switch label on and off. This label on and off is just for you guys. And then you have obviously your contact field itself. It says first name, and then you have validation. You're switched off for the name. You have the name attributes. You can obviously create attributes in here and make an input, and you can also add the display behavior through the funnel. All that you can do this. You can autofill data based on previous interaction if you want, especially if you have it on. See, obviously, previously this contact was signed up somewhere. Um, or you have enough intelligence data on a company, for example. You just got company contact, you research who's CEOs, blah blah, and all that. So you can create this kind of behavioral trigger points on this form itself. The form has that kind of intelligence ability, which is pretty insane and really good to kind of utilize. So in general, you not lack anything that you could not do really with this. So the area of input placeholder will be that landing page, and of course you can also create a placeholder differently. Just call whatever you want. So part of the funnel basically will work nicely, and when you're done, of course every part is like that, even your submit button, and you have basically attributes. Then you can style it and do different kinds of stuff in here with it. When you kind of remember, this is on the UI itself, and also on the code level you can also change quite a lot when you embed in your code, and of course you can always come back in here. One part really important, I always disable kind of my forms and search engines, and I always disable them, uh, so the bots and stuff kind of don't get into my forms. But you also can have a publish and publish times with this form, especially if you're doing, let's say, hot list of something. Categories you can create for this form, different companies, different location, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of customization that you could apply as it is form creator. Obviously, form is feedback creator, and you have the custom filter video, totally your own kind of based on a topic, questions and things like that. You can introduce, but currently, let's say we're just using it to collect a name and email, but you can collect just more than that with it, so to speak. Uh, Getting this idea out of the way, and we're just going to save and close, and it's published obviously, and we want to embed this, and you have few options. This one, if you're using something like WooCommerce, WordPress, or something on a site somewhere, then this is ideal that you can use these two codes for your WooCommerce kind of like scenario. Or if you are kind of integrated with SaaS type of thing, that maybe you can also do this kind of things and extend the functionalities. So, like let's say uh, cart abandoned emails, or you could say unsubscribed notification type stuff on a basically like service based type of things you could modify with this manual stuff. And but we just want simple thing, and we just want to capture emails and basically put them in a list, and that you have these two options. First, let's just look the JavaScript in here. Right in the end of it is something that says ID equals 77. So everywhere that you go in the site, if you want to embed this ID somewhere, and will show up that form that's been your page, be it even on the email, that you can actually embed this form. And of course, and you also have iframe, which is the actual kind of setup itself. Really good converting iframe to whatever you want. So I just use that all the time. And of course, you can use both of them. You can use just ID, and also if you notice, in here again, IDs kind of shows up in here like that in the end of the UI and the iframe. So this everything we make inside here as always has ID, and IDs are always like kind of numbers. You will see it in a minute. So you get basically both best of the both world, that you just kind of like choose and pick what you want to do. I'm just gonna copy this, and we go on this page, and this is the one we just I think no, if we created yesterday or the day before, I really don't know. Well, let's just have a look, and let's just drag a new section and paste this code in here. And the code inputs always like in text, always like this. And when you input it, always going to show you as a code because you're in a builder UI. But just now we have this. Let's just exit it, and let's just save and close. And let's go back on this page here. And this code will show up like that, but really you'll think, oh no, it's broke. No, what it is basically you just need to go back into the page and edit, and you just need to stretch that form to give the page uh, basically to allow the form to show up. So as you can see, now you have your form element in here, and you see what's look like, and you can also switch this kind of brush icon on your styling, and you can see, yeah, you can add this ID of that, and of course you can see it says ID is coming from that form. Then you can see your layouts. Obviously you can like go in here and play around with this thing. change your color, change your text, change whatever you want. And also on the build view, you will see page your browser does not support iframes. This is just comment on the kind of code, but really what it is in here, in the UI it shows you that you are in kind of edit mode, but when you publish that doesn't really shows up on a published kind of like on the published form. Obviously, it just shows you basically internally, just like how it showed us in here, like this code, just to kind of like highlight them. When you see that the site's not broke, this is what you just need to do. When you've done that stretching, you just basically go back and save and close. And then if we go back here, and we have form shows up in here, as you can see. So the whole idea is, when it's like that and you look, oh wow, it didn't work. No, just kind of do what I just showed you. Go back and go back on edit and hit edit. Basically anytime you can go back on that edit, it will give you this UI. You can basically make it kind of big enough. You can then obviously do your layout where you want typography, side, left, and also you can do a just section. For example, let me just go back on here. Let me just do a section in here, and we're going to do it with text again. And this time let's just get back on this code, and let's just get Java, and this time just paste Java. Doesn't matter what it is, you can throw in HTML, Java, um, whatever code it is, and it will convert to the HTML in the end, guys. And once more, you will see doesn't allow me to extend right now, but let's go ahead, just close it and save and close, and we're going to open it again, and our codes look like that. Just like, because you first put it in still built-in element, and we're just going to kind of preview it. And if you go back and edit again, just this is the thing that you gotta do, guys, in order for you. Let me see. Where did we go? Obviously, you don't need to kind of do any code editing in here. And if one part didn't work, that could be um, because I'm using the totally blank thing in here. I'm not using actually the code builder. Java maybe not work, but HTML one will work. And if it didn't work, you just delete your box. You get back on the selection, like so. You can go in again with, let me go back on this form here. So we can go back on the form, and go this time. Basically, if you get a manual, you need both side of the codes. So if let's just get that one, I'll show you this. So let me just close this, guys. But you get an idea, right? Close. All right. So we have these two codes. So if I posted one like that and save it, it's not going to work. So what we need to do, we need to get both. All the parts, obviously do not miss the script. So if you do this, just basically press enter and then paste the rest, and save and close, and let's have a look, and you will see it like this. right? So if you go back and go ahead to edit, and you will see now it's compiled form here, right? And then if you go back, basically, just save and close, and you will see the form appear. It just takes a little bit of time for it to kind of put it together. So if you do it this both side of HTML will work, but sometimes if using this blank or different themes, that Java will not work. So basically you can see it in the themes, so I want to explain this to you guys. And the themes in here, sometimes some of the elements will not work with the other, especially if it's just themes one email or themes just page, if themes doesn't have all three elements. But for me, I'm using a blanks. Java sometimes with a blank doesn't work, and sometimes does. Depends really, kind of like what kind of form modification I can make to it. But the builder is on a JS graph builder, and you can basically throw in both HTML, Java, or whatever on the page side builder. And of course, sometimes your Java is not going to work on the page, but you can also use a dynamic content, and you just simply create a brand new dynamic content with your JavaScript and utilize that. The easiest way that I personally want to build in dynamic contents, I normally use the email builder for the dynamic content building for the page, because the page builder, as you can see, we don't have a on the page builder we don't have a dynamic content element drag. You see what I mean? So on the dynamic content entry to the page, you normally do it page equal ID, and then obviously you can add that ID number with your dynamic content. But really, the easiest way to do it, kind of have a quick, good workaround, because email builder is same as page builder, and email builder has that dynamic content element builder that the page builder really doesn't have, as really page builder is supposed to be a just straightforward capture page, right? You're supposed to have a headline and an embedded form. You're not supposed to have a really the full-on kind of shebang of sales page. Whole idea of the kind of hosting the form on a sales page, not have distraction, have a really given a point in a form. So that's why it really doesn't have it, because intent in here to use this page builder purely for capture pages and creating capture pages, and it's not really sales page builder like, but you can make different pages. That's another kind of thing. Of course, page builder, you can make also pages with it. As yesterday's stream I showed you, you can use any page as your templates. But and then really is the simplest form is supposed to be just presentation of form on a page has headline, right? To get them captured. Of course, you can go ahead and try many of those guys, and honestly, you will like it and play around by block. And it's interesting because every block you're building, you get an experience of builder, and you can try it for yourself. And that being said, this concludes our form building, and tomorrow we will do a continuation of campaign. And of course, the campaigns is pretty simple as well, guys. It just take a little bit of playing around with it, you figure out. And that being said, this concludes our this evening Wednesday night stream, and I thank you for watching, and I thank you for watching replay once more. Please do join us in a hangout room, and we will be there just shortly. Myself, I'll hop in there. Thank you, Doug, and I will see you in the other side. Take care and happy sending, everyone.